Well, ladies and gentlemen, just as we thought, more and more trouble Arsenal are definitely going to invite more and more trouble, and there you go, and let's add more fuel to the fire because according to AJ Wood, he says that. Late Oba bid is on the cards. Now, according to him, he clearly says that Aubameyang bid might be coming in, and there's a big reason that is going to happen is because there's been a fight. Yes, there's been a mid brawl between Aubameyang and Mikel Arteta. There's a strained relationship that has led to it, according to Alex Wood. He has reported this. He's a Daily Star reporter. He says that the relationship is strained because of the he was left out, that he could not get into the team meeting before the North London derby that Arsenal won. So that, plus there are more bust ups, and there's a strained relationship between the manager and the Arsenal captain. I personally don't think this is the case because when Aubameyang comes out after the game and says, you know what, we need to have a crisis talks, we need to talk to each other, that how can you defend like that? How can you do like this? How can Chambers time his jump so wrong that a 5'8" Ilkay Gundogan is able to have a header just as easy as that? And how can Arsenal not understand that the right back is a priority? How can they not understand a set of right backs is a priority? Sell off. You made a mistake, Mikel Arteta, by signing Willian, and you did two more mistakes, Pablo Mari, and of course, the biggest problem, Cedric Soares. I swear to God, that's a big mistake. Keeping Hector Bellerin, yes. Making sure that Chambers could be tried on, yes, okay. But Cedric, there's no proper right back. There's no proper right back who can actually do the basics right. It's not me saying. Something similar is said by Kevin Campbell. He says, the manager can prepare you as much as he wants for a game. Once you cross that game, it's your job. You can't let Gundogan beat you at the back post. It's not up to the manager to go and press people and stay on your feet and communicate and be hard to beat. If I'm Antonio Conte and I'm looking at that yesterday, I wouldn't go anywhere near it because it's the basics. They're getting the basics wrong, and if you can't do the basics as a professional footballer, you know what's wrong. You know what is wrong. Yeah, you know what is wrong. Well, Pep Guardiola says the moment he has the full squad, everything is going to go well. I know him perfectly and know the quality he has as a person and as a manager. Now, when Pep Guardiola came out after the game against Arsenal and supported his friend, his ex deputy, some Arsenal fans were not having it. They were really not happy with the comments what Pep Guardiola says. So, but they replied. So someone said that replying to this, whatever Pep said, an Arsenal fan replied to that. He says, of course he will say that because as long as Arteta is there, it uh, it is easy 6 points for Guardiola. Another one said, just comforting his fellow assistant, that is all. Guardiola knows he is nowhere near him. Another one said, Pep doesn't want Arsenal to rise up. He sent Arteta in to destroy us from the inside. Another one said, Pep is our problem really. He wants to keep Arteta at Arsenal, so the pain continue. Another one said, I like how Pep keeps hyping Arteta to keep Arsenal out of sight. He wants easy 6 points and +5 and +8 guaranteed goal difference every season. Another one said, the annual Pep gassing up Azteta. Azteta, okay. Another one said Pep knows 6 points. Arteta are guaranteed every season. Another one said, just watched an interview of Pep praising Arteta, and I'm like, wow. I pray that I never ever get a friend like this. Wait, what? Okay, there were more, but trust me, they're not worth it. They're not worth it. But you get the gist. What Arsenal fans think about Pep Guardiola's comments. Let me know what you guys think about Pep Guardiola, who believes that, well, Pep is Arteta in, Roy Keane is Arteta in. Lots of people are Arteta in that you might shock you, but there's a big set of fans who are Arsenal fans. They're not Arteta in at all. And according to Bain Sports reporter Matt Critchley, during the first half yesterday, Mikel Arteta was telling Aubameyang to run about a bit more. That means he was asking Aubameyang to press more. But trust me, with defense like that, which captain would even feel that he can trust that defense so that he can actually press more? Like who? How can I tell anyone in my family that Chambers is Arsenal's right back still? I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm sorry to say this. Players say that after the move failed, and probably if Chambers moves on in his life, he would say, you know what, Arsenal fans did this and that. My word, trust me, Sometimes you make it hard for every Arsenal fan to back you because of your performances, bro. Rob Holding slept. Oh my God, where do I begin with Kolasinac, man? Fabrizio Romano tweeted this and he confirms, nothing but confirms that Willian to Corinthians is a done deal. He says, after 6 days of negotiations, Willian to Corinthians agreement reached and here we go soon. Paperwork's to be signed on Monday. On Monday. Last details to be sorted and then Willian will travel to Brazil to sign with Timao. Arsenal will let Willian leave on a free. See, I understand Arsenal made a mistake with Willian. They're letting him go. When will they understand that Cedric is also a problem? When will Kolasinac leave the club? And see, if he's not leaving the club now, or probably in January if he does leave, please don't put him even on the bench. Just don't. You've got Tierney, you've got Tavares, use them. Don't. No Kolasinac, please. Just please, just no. It's like Michael from Office. No! Please, no. That's exactly what I feel about that feeling. But yes, that is that. And more importantly, Charles Watts has come up with an update. He's written an article in goal.com. He says that the Gunners are bottom of the Premier League and have lost their first 3 league games without scoring a goal for the first time ever. So it was obvious that Arsenal's start to the season was going to be difficult with a trip to newly promoted Brentford on the opening night, following with back-to-back matches against last season's Champions League finalists. But nobody would have expected things to be this bad after the opening 3 games. Arsenal now head into the international break, bottom of the Premier League. Trust the process, we are constantly told, but what exactly is that process is what questions Charles Watts. Right now, the confused mess we are seeing on the pitch every week makes that a question that is almost impossible to answer. Arteta is fast approaching last chance saloon territory. He had been in charge of a club like Had he been in charge of a club like Chelsea right now, there's been no chance he would be still in the job. Given the results he suffered last season and the way the current campaign has started, yes, Arsenal have only played 3 games and their squad has been decimated during the early weeks of the season due to the injury and, of course, the pandemic outbreak. Arsenal were inept in every department. They were shambolic at the back and utterly toothless in attack. My God, Charles Watts writes some gems. Yeah, that's the beauty. That's how exactly you need to write that. And, well, kudos. What a beautiful work. Well, Watt says Arteta is under huge amounts of pressure at this moment. I'll be very surprised if Arsenal made a change in this international break. You never know. They might decide to pull the trigger after a performance like that. The fact is that it's these games after the international break where Arteta has got absolutely no room for error. So it's a make or break time, and I think, you know what? Just to rub salt on the wounds, William Saliba versus Saint-Etienne did a wonderful job. Not that Saint-Etienne is a very good team, but still, someone who was really dumped out of Arsenal saying that he's not... He jumps into tackles very soon. I think that was also pushed in by Chris Wheatley on his social media as well. That's the reason why William Saliba has been sent out on loan. Probably that's the reason that was given to him by Mikel Arteta. But if that is the case, it's not looking good for Mikel Arteta at all. In the next coming weeks, see, for me, I think the North London derby is a is the next big thing. Could be the final straw, but before that, he's facing 3 games. One of them is the Carabao Cup game. So things are not looking good. There's this Burnley game, there's this Norwich game. So cool, but he might have some of his players back, like Gabriel, Thomas Partey might be back. Ben White should be back with this international break. So if that's the case, let's see what happens. Ed Aaron says, told there has been no bid for Celtic's Odsonne Edouard from Crystal Palace, but they are one of the 3 clubs interested. Palace also considering Arsenal's Eddie Nketiah. Ekrem Konur also confirmed, tweeting that Crystal Palace want to sign Eddie Nketiah from Arsenal. Negotiations started between the clubs. Crystal Palace have offered Eddie Nketiah a 3-year contract, and Nketiah is positive about playing at Crystal Palace. So with Willian, I think Eddie is also leaving, and that is going to be the case. So Alan Shearer has given his verdict about Granit Xhaka's thing. He says that is 11 red cards in his career now. You just can't excuse this. All he has said to his teammates is, I just don't fancy this today. Who is he trying to impress? I don't know. You cannot tackle. We all know the laws. You cannot go in like that. He's putting his opponent in danger. He's absolutely out of control. It is the correct decision. It is a red card. He has said to his teammates, "You are on your own. Thank you very much. I don't fancy it today." Arteta should be raging at that tackle because you are up against it anyway. You cannot afford to do that type of a thing. Very well. So with this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing. Cheers.